Hello, my lovelies. I hope we are all doing well. Hello. I'm going to, well, I better start by saying hello to people, hadn't I? And I'm not sure. Hello, everybody. This is what I just absolutely love about, oh, wait there. No, is this right? Oh, can you guys hear me? I think you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Anyway. If not, I'm going to start saying hello to people. So, hello, Shannon. Hello, Miss Kazmataz, the lovely crafty chimp. Hello, Babs. Welcome on in, my lovely. Hello, Pam. Hello, Trudy. Welcome on in. It's nice to see you here. I hope you're doing well. Who else do we have? Oh, we've got the lovely Michelle McCarthy Crafts. Wonderful. And Trudy says she can hear me just fine. Amazing. So, this evening, I did set up to do my ornate nesting tags, and I even made a lovely little sample. So we've got a nice little sample here of one of the things that we're going to be making. So I did plan on doing 3 or 4 of these, and then I may or may not have had a little package turn up. Now, I was hoping it was going to be the package from Michelle, but unfortunately it wasn't, so that's going to be for next week. But I did have a lovely little package turn up from Lisa Horton. So I was thinking that maybe we can make a tag, and then once I've made a tag, I can pull out the Lisa Horton stuff and we'll have a play with that. Because I opened the box because I had to open the box because I was totally unsure as to what had actually arrived, and I didn't know what was in the box because it had my real name on it, and not many people know my real name. So I was like, oh, I better open it up and see what's in it. But do you want me to show you what came in the Lisa Horton box now, or do we want to make the tag first? So I'm going to wait for you guys to give me a little minute and give me some answers as to if you want me to do that right now or not. And I'm going to quickly clean my glasses. So, whilst you guys are making that little decision, because, well, I've already got one now with an exclamation mark. Oh my gosh, it's getting shouty. Yes, of course now. Okay, show us now with shouty. Okay, I think I might have definitely... Right. I'll quickly clean my glasses and then I will show everybody now. And I've even got a Babs shout. Oh, we got Babs saying now. Right. So buying from Lisa Horton is a little bit of a new thing for me. I don't have a lot of her stuff, but after having seen Michelle use some of it on her lives quite a while back, I thought, you know what? I need to get involved, and I need to buy some bits. So what I'll do is I will just readjust the camera because apparently that's way off. I'm going to pop this Hunkydory bits to the side and we will bring in the bits from Lisa Horton. So, I was a bit of a naughty boy. I was a bit of a naughty boy. So, I bought the Lisa Horton magazine, and because it came with this really cool embossing folder and these 2 tape runners that are done by her, I thought, you know, it was like a little bundle. I thought, oh yeah, I'll pick that up. And then somebody started talking about the inks. So I bought the limited edition Christmas inks, which I believe are called Jingleberry, Mistletoe, and Arctic Forest in... I'm not sure which one those are. Are those the Interference? I know there's 3 of each different types. Oh, these are blendables. And then we have the Crimson Cheer, Festive Fur, and Utah Sky in the Interference inks. And then we have the gold, silver, and copper in the metallics. So I'm actually quite looking forward to getting these open and having a quick look at them. So is that something you guys want me to do now? And then shall I open these up now? He says whilst I'm literally ripping a box open. Hello, Rachel. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you're doing well. I've decided, haven't I, really? What is an interference ink? Right, well, it should explain on the box here. Highly pigmented dye and pigment ink fusion that create a beautiful shimmery finish to your projects. Excellent for faux bleaching techniques, perfect for blending through stencils, stamping, and using with different coloured cardstock. Those are exciting. I have a few Cloud9 ink pads being delivered tomorrow. I can't wait. I know. That's such a quick. Has anyone ever said no to the open it now question? I don't think I've ever had a no, but I like to check and make sure because, you know, some people come for what I've actually listed and other people don't mind what I do. So I just thought I'd ask. Oh wow. Ooh. That's a juicy looking ink pad, and that's a big old ink pad. Wow. Okay. And they even put like a perforation on it, so you don't have to like risk yourself with a pokey tool or anything to rip it open. Okay, I can get on board with this. Who sees me buying an entire new range of inks? Oh wow, that is gorge. Right. I'm gonna have to get down. Oh. Oh, this is naughty, isn't it? This is very naughty. I can see me buying an entire new range of inks. I think a particular company's inks might get hoisted off the shelves that they're currently sat in and replaced with these. Right, okay. Let's get a piece of watercolour card, he says. Because I have some here somewhere. There we go. Whoop, take that off of there, that's for sure. Right. So I've got a little square of watercolour card. I'm going to give those a little blend and see what they're like. I would really like to see how they... Let's see what they do. I need to get a better ink pad than that. Have I got a... I should have a little pack just around here somewhere with blending foams in. I'm pretty sure I do anyway. I'm not sure where I've put them. Oh, be a quick second. I should have blending foams about here. There they are. I knew they were hiding from me. Right, let's just pull out a little blending foam. I want to see what these do. I'm too excited. Oh, what would that company be with the ever-decreasing presenters? Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I think it might be. So are the Cloud9 inks for watercolour only? I'm not sure because they have different... She has a lot of different types. I know these are just the... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Let's get a good going over all of this. I want to get a good going over all of this. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. I like that. That's really nice. And I didn't even, like, press into the pad either. That's just a gentle run over the top of the pad. I like that. Ooh. That is a lovely colour. I don't normally go between... You know what, I'm just going to clean that because I don't want to... I don't want to move inks between pads. It's my pet peeve. They look true to the ad colour. They do. I mean, actually, that does look really close to the actual colour on there. Yeah, I like that. They do look very close to the actual colour on the pad. Let's see how this one fares. So, oh my gosh. Okay. Just giving it a light going over. And these are actually really nice colours. Oh wow, look at how that one's gone straight down. And I'm not getting that. So I've not had to like take a little bit off to begin with either. So I've put it straight down and it's not giving me that like ring mark around the pad, around the actual blending foam as well. I like that. That is really good. And they're really easy to build up as well. Okay, Miss Horton. Okay, I think you're onto a winner here. I'll just clean that out and I'll get ready for the next one. so that was the Arctic Forest of Merry Mistletoe. And I'm going to use the Jingleberry. Welcome on in, my lovely Dalise. How are you doing? I'm really actually quite... Oh, hello. Hello. Nobody said she'd be making an appearance. Wow. I like that. Right, okay. Let's go in with this one. Wow, that one's not taking any prisoners at all, is it? Okay. And they blend so well, and you're not getting that initial... Because I know, like, sometimes I go straight in with this foam, and I put it down, and it puts the actual ring of the foam, and you can never make it go away. But it seems as though these inks don't even let that get anywhere near that. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to carry on swatching these ones out. I like these. These are very good. Michelle, I can't believe you didn't tell me how well these worked, my lovely. Oh, I should have bought them sooner. Because it was a big box, a big collection of a good cross-section of what she does. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy them and see how they do. I'm so glad I did, because I'm going to be buying more, it would seem. Right. So these are the dye and pigment interference inks. And I love that it comes with that. Right, let's get all the wrappings off of these first, because you probably did, Michelle, I'm not going to lie. You probably did. But I'm like, you know what I'm like. I'm awful. I do normally... I'm like, yeah, I'll try them, and then I forget about it. Until someone reminds me again. Right, so this is the... Ooh! Oh! Oh, look at her! Isn't she naughty? Okay. Alright, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. Let me just pull that up high enough to the camera. I'm pretty sure you can see the... Can you? Yeah, you can see it just there. Wow. I like that a lot. You can even see it in the pad. I mean, how blooming amazing is that? Right, I want to make sure I put those back on it the right way. My gosh. Right, so that was Yuletide Sky. So I don't know if anybody has these or not, but if they do and they don't want them, you can send them. I'm joking. I will certainly be buying more of these, that's for sure, just based on putting that one down. Never mind trying the rest of them. Right, so that's the little blending foam re-cleaned. Let's go in with the Crimson Cheer. Oh my gosh, this is gonna... My God, she's so pretty. My God, so pretty. Oh, shut up. You can see it on the desk. Right, I'll clean that up. My gosh. Right, okay, have I put that the right way? No, I haven't. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I like the lids to be the same way up as the sticker on the back. But look at that. Look at it. And then it's kind of blend. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. My Yeah. Please excuse me whilst I go and order another set of these inks. Well, not these ones specifically, but another set of her inks. My gosh. Right, so that's that one cleaned. And I'm going to go in with the festive fur this time. Oh my. Shut the back door. Like, seriously, you can... Ah! Oh my god, look how easy that's gone down as well. And the shine across all of them. You can see that shine. Let me just put it up that way where it's a little bit better. But my gosh, look at the shine across that. It literally looks like glitter card. It just looks like glitter card. It's astounding. Like, genuinely, See, I'm a lover of all things Timmy Holtz. Those... Wow. And look how quickly they react to the water as well. Oh my gosh. And that's the effect you're going to get with putting your water on it. My gosh. Right, okay. I'm just going to clean this pad out. Again. And then I'm going to come in with the metallics. I have had metallic inks from another company. Again, we're probably all aware of who they are. And I wasn't very impressed, I'm not going to lie. But based on the other three, I think I'm about to be absolutely amazed. Hello Alicia, welcome on in my lovely. I hope you are... Wow. Sorry, I was meant to say I hope you're well. Holy fig moly. Okay. Well, colour me impressed. These inks are astounding. Just swiping the pad onto your paper is awesome. Okay, I'll do that next. Have you seen Tim Holtz's new neon alcohol inks? I have seen them, Trudy, but I've not ever played with alcohol inks. That's not... Well, I have played with alcohol inks, but I've not played with Tim Holtz's alcohol inks. I think that's certainly something I need to be looking into going down the road. Because apparently I'm about to spend a whole lot of money on ink pads. So I think they're going to have the alcohol... Wow. I think the alcohol inks are going to have to wait because they've just got put to the back of the... Wow. Frick me. Okay. I'm just going to clean this out. He hopes Alicia is. Wow, how about the rest of us? Sorry, I got distracted by the ink pads there, Pam. Greetings from Arkansas. I do love the Arkansas. I watched him do a demo on them and I was blown away. Okay, I'm pretty sure I will probably get them in the near future, but I'm about to spend a whole lot of money on ink pads from this lovely lady. Wow. Who's seen a gold ink pad like that before? Because I can tell you I haven't. That. No. Oh, shut up. Look at how amazing those look. I mean, look at that gold. That is gold. It's gold, girl. That's not... And like the silver is silver. The copper is copper. The snosberry is the snosberry. Sorry, I just got... And you can do the... I mean, look at those colours. Wow. It's gold, girl. It's gold. It literally is. These inks are astounding. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wow. I will be accepting any and all cast off of any Lisa Horton products that anybody wants to get rid of. Please do let me know. I'm happy to buy. Oh my gosh. I can't believe those colours. How amazing. And I like that they come in this little free pack box as well. So cool. Okay, I can get on board with these inks. She's got me. I'm hooked. Right, I'm going to get rid of those into the bin. So, wowzers trousers, we'll leave that there. Yeah, sorry, I'm just going to have a quick drink. That's just blown me away. So, Alicia, I am meant to be making a couple of tags with some Hunkydory papers and some of the dies that I've got. I will be doing that, but when I first started, I did mention that I had a parcel come in from Lisa Horton, and we're just kind of going through some of the bits that have come in that. So I've just gone through all of the 3 different types of ink pads that I got, which are all amazing. I can't say anything other than that. It also came with 2 tape runners of duo packs. I believe she calls them avocados, because apparently they're green in there. They look like avocados. But one is a permanent tape runner and the other is a dotty tape runner. Same as, well, I don't know if they're the same as any other companies, but they are refillable, which is always a good thing. And they seem to be really good quality. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I like that. I like that. That's pretty good. We'll find out when we use them. I mean, they feel really good in the hand as well, so that's good. We also got this awesome alphabet soup embossing folder. She did... Oh, I'm sorry you have to go, Rhonda. Thank you for popping in, though. This does... Oh, wow. Okay. Good quality. I like this. Okay. We may do something with that after we've done the tags. Okay, so we've got that embossing folder. I really like that. And then we've got the actual magazine itself. So this is magazine number 5. And it's... Oh, wow. Even for a magazine, the goodies feel quite, well, you know, good. Normally they don't... I know it sounds silly, but normally they kind of skimp on the quality of some of the things in these magazines. But it doesn't feel like they have with this lot. That's for sure. Wow. So the dies are... That embossing folder is quite it's really solid as well. I can't even tell which way it opens. Which way does it open? I'm guessing it must open from the bottom here. Oh, so it does. Okay, I like that. That's really nice. And now we got the stamps. Now normally this is like kind of the skimpy quality thing, but no, they don't feel like skimpy quality. Okay, I like that. We may or may not make a card afterwards as well. Oh, I love that stencil. That is a lovely stencil. Look at that. Well, I mean, we're going to have to, aren't we? Because we need to give the inks a good run for their money, don't we? I think we should, shouldn't we? I think we might. We'll do that after we've done one of the tags with the Hunkydory Christmas papers. I mean, it would just be rude not to, wouldn't it? And I am live, so it would just be rude of me not to do anything with it, wouldn't it? And I mean, you've got all of the... Wow. Ooh. I like this. Those magazine freebies are like a freaking full collection. Yeah, it is. It is like a full collection. It really is. I really love that. One thing I will say, it seems as though she doesn't skimp on anything. It's so rude, you absolutely must do it. And the worst thing is I actually just read that in her voice in my mind. So rude. You absolutely must do it. I can't do her accent for Toffee, but I read it in my head in Michelle's accent, so it's fine. Everybody knows what Michelle sounds like anyway. And the only word I can actually say that sounds like Michelle is cad. Right, I'm going to give a little flick through the magazine because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So I'm going to show you a little bit, like a little bit of the page. I'm not going to show you everything because I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Oh, you even get papers in this one. See, I love it when they put the papers in the magazine so I don't have to print them out myself because I am just lazy. Oh, Dalise, I'm sorry you don't feel well. You go back to bed, my darling, and thank you so much for stopping by. And Jana! Thank you for being here, my lovely. I'm so sorry I didn't see you sneak in. Oh, wow, they do certainly. I'll tell you what, this girl... I can't call her a girl because she's... Yeah, the stuff she's pulling out, I mean, this is just amazing. Right, okay. So what I'm thinking is the quicker I get done with the project I actually set myself to do before going live, the quicker we can get to the... We don't get those magazines from the US Oh, that's sad, Shannon. I'm so sorry to hear that, my lovely. That is really rubbish. They should do things like that. It would be nice if they did anyway. Right, so I'm going to have to put these gorgeous babies to the side, which, by the way, are all going to get labelled on the front because they're going to have new homes up there. If anybody is in the market for some ink pads made by a particular company that may have lost a lot of presenters recently, please do let me know because mine will be up for sale. I even parody you doing me when I say card. I can hear Ben echoing me when I say card. B&D Craftsable, welcome on in. It's so wonderful to have you here. I can't believe you parody me parodying you. Right, so for this live, I did make a little sample, which is this one. So what I was thinking of doing is that, you know, when you do make these, because it actually has the instructions there on how to make the chocolate brownies. You can make a little box to attach that to and maybe put the ingredients in there for someone, or, you know, actually make them the chocolate brownies and put the chocolate brownies in the box with the instructions so that if they want to make more, they can make them themselves. I thought that was kind of cute. But the one that I'm going to be doing this evening is for hot chocolate. So we will be doing that in just a moment. So these are from my stash. So these you get the stamps, and also you get the dies to go with it as well, to make like a little cup and the tag and whatever. But we will just be using those this evening, along with our moonstone nesting dies. And these are the new papers that have not long launched from Hunkydory, which are the Duo Design paper pads. I unfortunately ripped mine apart because I'm an absolute tart and I can't help myself. So I just need to pull up what they are called because, again, I'm an absolute tart and I can't help myself. Where have I put the names of these? I've got it written down on a file here somewhere. So these are the Duo Design pads. We have the Christmas Cuties and Colourful Stripes. We have the Snowy Skies and Brilliant Bouquet. So this is the Snowy Skies and Brilliant Bouquet that we're starting with. And then we have the traditional Christmas and music paper. And yes, I'm the biggest tart in town, I am. I've been practicing my northern accent. Right. So let's just pull, because I would like to show you guys what these pads look like, obviously, before we go trundling through and making anything. So just try and get the camera to refocus properly there, because it's being a little bit of a, it can't cope with the shine coming off. There we go. So we do have these. So this is the bouquets, the bouquet side, and then we have the lovely snowflakes on the other side. Now on each of these you do get 4 sheets of the same design, which are really lovely. It's a shame that they're coated, because if they weren't coated I could bring those inks in and be using them on them as well. But they are so gorgeous, and some of these snowflakes are to die for. So then you've got the bouquet side on that, and then you could bring that and put that with that, because those go together. It's just amazing. They are just so amazing. So I was actually thinking of using one of these to do our hot chocolate. Oh, actually no, I've just seen a better one to do the hot chocolate one with. So you do get the different designs. See, this one would be quite nice if you have a bag die, like a handbag die. You could actually cut that out and that would look really nice as a handbag. And conversely, this one too. So we've got that one and that one. So these have just launched on Hobby Maker in the UK. They will be launching on Hunkydory, I believe, sometime this week coming. And I do like, this is one of my favourite ones. I didn't want to use any of it, but I did. I absolutely love that one because it's the dark colourings. And then you've got the different bouquet on the back there. Some of these papers, well, all of these papers are to die for. And I've not used a lot of them, but I think they are so stunning. So when I had the design team, because these were for the design team call that I last did for Hunkydory. Cute for 3D snow globes, exactly. 3D snow globes, amazing idea. You could even make, like, oh, what are they called? You have the kind of the dip in the back and then the pull out at the front. Theatre cards, I think they're called. But yeah, they are gorgeous, 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 absolutely. And then we have that and that. So those are your snowflakes. Wait there, what are they called? Snowy Skies and Brilliant Bouquet papers. And now we are going on to the Christmas Cuties and Colourful Stripes. So I think we might just be using this one to do our hot chocolate with. What do you guys think? Because I think it's a very good idea. And I'm going to cycle through the papers for these ones as well. So these are pretty big pads. I just need to... Yeah, and then there's the final ones at the back there, right. So these are the Christmas cuties and colourful stripes. And again, you get the nice colourful striping on the background there. And these are the ones that we're going to be using. We're going to use that, I've decided. Then we've got these really cute penguins with snow globes. I actually used quite a few of these sheets. We've got the cute kitties. They are so adorable. 3D snow globe, more context please. So you could do it with circular nesting dies. I did do... Oh gosh, I don't know where I put the card. If you give me 1 second, I will be right back with the card that I made. That was of a snow globe design. So this was my 3D snow globe design. There is absolutely nothing stopping you from adding a background on this, putting sequins in it, having the snowflakes in the back and making it into a big shaker. So that was my kind of design, but I wanted it to be a spinner card. You can also get die sets that will make an actual 3D snow globe for you to put everything into. I'm pretty sure that oh gosh, I believe Tonic Studios have done some, but that was my idea of a design for a snow globe type card. So we've got the lovely kitties, we've got the cute reindeer, which I really like, and then again on the back of each card, in the colour that coordinates with the front of the card, you've got the stripes for the back. So for the kitties, you've got the yellow stripes. The reindeer, you've got the brown stripes. And then we've got these lovely nutcrackers with the white stripes, the white and cream stripes. Oh, and let's just see there, we've got the really cute little gingerbread men, and we have the kind of like the custard coloured stripes. This is one of my favourite ones because it's got all the cute little puppy dogs on it, and I love the puppy dogs. So we have all of those, and again we have the kind of like brown stripes that go with that. We've got the squirrels, and oh, that's the wrong one, squirrels and the slightly darker brown stripes. I love these ones as well, they're just so cute. I used these on one of the samples that I sent into Hunkydory, so we do have those, and then they have like the royal blue stripes on the back. We've got the cute little elves, and the, no, not that colour, we have that kind of colour for the back. We've got Santa and his friends. Or not Santa and his friends, we've got Santa and presents. Silly me. And we've got the royal red. I call it royal red, it's probably not royal red. And I believe I showed those two at the beginning of that pad. So that was the Christmas Cuties and Colourful Stripes, which we will be using one of for our tag. And then we have, so this is a cross section of a couple of the colours of the music. So those are the music parts. So most of these are Argyle patterns, and if I remember correctly, they are called Traditional Christmas and Music Paper. Sorry, my poor little brain's escaping me. So we've got the Argyle on the one side, and then we've got those lovely music papers on the back. I really, really like that. They are so gorgeous. Looks like I need to order that cute paper when it launches. I would be ordering it if I didn't already have it, well, I'll probably end up actually ordering some more of them, to be honest, because I know I'm going to need them. There's the tartan side, and then again the music on the back. I'm just going to shut my computer up because it's being loud. I do apologise. And again, that gorgeous argyling on the front, and then we have the different colour with the music on the back. Oh, and we've got that lovely like kind of blue tartan effect and the purple music. We've got the light Christmas trees with well, we've got the dark Christmas trees with the light background, and then we've got the light Christmas trees with the dark background. I'll just let that refocus. And on there you've got again the different coloured music. And for this one I actually used to make like a cardigan card that I sent in as one of my samples for Hunkydory this time round, because it was just so cute I couldn't not. And you get that in the 2 different colours as well. So you get that in the green and in the red. And again you get the 2 different coloured music sheeting on the background there. Let me just pop that together. And then we're going to have a look at the poinsettias. The dark red poinsettias on the light background with that lovely dark red music on the back there. And we also have the holly on the nice light background, and then you've got the nice light music background to go with that. And then the final one, you've got the snowflakes on plaid and the lovely music background that goes with that one. So that's all of those 3 paper pads. I'm just going to pop those to the side over there with their packaging. Have a quick... And we're going to set to making our tag. So I need to grab out, because I've got my handy dandy little stash of scrappy bits. So I'm going to use a bit of gold mirror card. And I'm hoping, he says, I think I just need a bit of gold mirror. Yeah, because that will go onto the gold mirror. Oh, you know what, actually, no, we're not going to use gold mirror. I'm going to use silver mirror. Silver would go so much better with that than the gold. Silly bananas. I'm a bit of a banana. So, right, let's catch up with a little bit of the chat, because I was chatting away and showing you papers there. Looks like I need to order that cute paper. I missed what you said, sorry, Gaz. Are they shiny papers? Yeah, so they are coated papers. Unfortunately, they're not matte, so I can't take inks to them, which is really annoying. Hi, Melissa. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, it's coated cardstock, really lovely. You just can't put ink on them, which is just really sad. I wish I could. So... what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my outer largest nesting die thing, because it's a nesting die thing. And I will just cut, well, I'll get that ready to be cut, because we do need to be putting a hole in the top of it as well. So I'm going to try and get that hole to focus up there. They are designed so that you can put that little piece up there and it just sits. But I like to do it the other way around, because I like to be difficult. So if I take that off of there and realign that back there, because I'm difficult. There we go. That should cut that. And then again, I'm going to go in with the next size down for this one, for the paper. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what, I really want to layer that up. So if I go with that one for that side. Oh no, that's not fair. I can't do what I wanted to do. Frizzle frazzle. That's fine. I'll just have to go with that. And I kind of want to make sure that I'm getting as much of as much in as I can on that one. So I'm going to pop that on that side. And we'll just pop that there. Pop that there. And I'm going to trim that one down. There we are. Pop the scrap over there. And then we have what we will be stamping onto. So I cut those out earlier on. So we have our actual outer big die, we've got the layering middle part, and then the part that we're actually going to be stamping onto. So I just need to get my cutting sandy witch, which I conveniently put away. I'm going to get so messy after this. Sorry, I get so excited about the simplest of things. You know what, I'm actually going to trim that down as well so I can get that to fit in a bit better, so I can try and get everything done in one pass. And these bits will go back into my scrap pack for next time. I'm just going to pop that in like that and like that. It's not very conventional, but I'm very unconventional. I don't know if you noticed. Right, let's just make sure that that has cut, which it kind of has and kind of hasn't. So what I'm going to do is just flip that over, bring in my metal shim, put that back on there. Bring in my metal shim. And that should hopefully finish the cut. And it did. Marvellous, fantastic, wonderful. With the exception of a tiny little corner. But we're not going to judge it for that. Right, there we go. Pop that back up there. Because I do like to reuse my low-tack tape, guys. I'm a bit of a stingy one when it comes to the low-tack tape. I use it until it gives up entirely. Hellos to everyone that joined while I was being responsible and doing some cleaning. Well done for being a responsible adult and cleaning there, Pam. I wholly promote being a responsible adult and cleaning sometimes. Pam, no! No, Pam, no! Don't do it! Right, so before I lose my liquid dyes, because I don't want to lose them, I need to make sure I put that back on there. So I've used the 3 outer dies to make all of the parts for this tag, which should hopefully now just pop right out. There we go. And that's all of those back away. Put that in there. Now I am going to be using, I don't know where I've put it, where's that quick drying ink gone? I will be using my quick drying ink on it, but first, what do I want to do? I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use that crimson chair. I'm going to look at that. Let's pick that back up. We don't want to waste that, do we? This is so cool. Now I am using smooth cardstock for this, so it is going to be a bit more to try and get it to take the colour than if I was using my watercolour cardstock. But my gosh, has that worked? And the shimmer and the shine, it's just gorgeous. I am loving it. Right, I just need to... Do I need to pat that dry? I could probably pat it dry. I don't think that's going to hurt it if I pat it dry. And then I can... come back in with another bit just to top that up. I love that so much. Right. Okay. And there we go. So that is our red and gold tag. I mean, that is stunning. It is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's Eva Evangelista. It's a model. And you know what colour I should have done? I should have just done the Yuletide sky. So hold the line, caller. Whilst I just quickly... I'm just going to quickly clean that off and come back in with the Yuletide sky and redo that. I am kind of abusing the heck out of this blending foam at the moment. It's not had an easy evening. I forgot that I'd gone with the silver and blue theme, and I was like, red! I want to do red. And you know what? I think I'm going to actually give it a light. Just a light spritz. Holy fig moly, wow. Okay, well, talk about one and done, eh? I mean, it just needs a little bit more, but... Did you see how well that went down? That is crazy. Girl. I cannot say enough about those ink pads. My God. And look how cool they look. That is just insanity. Right, I better start stamping, hadn't I? Right. So I'm getting out my favourite stamp wheel. You guys know I absolutely love my stamp wheel. It's my favourite. I'm just going to pop that down there, line that up with the line so I know it's straight. Ha ha, funny funny. Yeah, that was absolutely impressive. Absolutely. I think it helped that I did also give it a little spritz with some water to help prepare the card. But that literally was just like whomp. That was not that did not come here to play, that came to slay. Yeah, that shade of blue is gorgeous, isn't it? I can't believe that myself. That was Yuletide Sky. I mean, I'm going back on the website and ordering more of her inks as soon as I'm done on this live. I cannot believe I haven't bought them all already. I blame myself. I'm not blaming Michelle because she did tell me. And look at that. How cool is that? I love that. I'm just going to go over it with a little bit more ink because I want it to be a little bit crisper. And there we go. Wow. I am loving it. Right, let's clean that up. And I was very lucky to get these stamps and dies as well, because a lovely friend of mine, Miss Michelle, not mentioning any names, was having a crafty clear out, and she asked me if I wanted them. And I bought them from her, with a lot of other stuff as well that I probably shouldn't have bought, but, you know, you've got to, haven't you? Right, let's put that off to the side and bring those bits back. Oh my God, how well do they go together? That's just gorgeous. You know what I'm thinking of doing, don't you? Oh, wow. That is stunning, 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 stunning. We will lose a little bit of the tip of that to go through, but that's not a problem. You need her colour shift inks. Yes, I do need her colour shift inks. Blame it on Michelle. Yeah, that's it. Hashtag blame Michelle. Hashtag blame Michelle. That's a thing that I'm starting, because it did used to be hashtag blame Gaz. So I'm going to go with shifting the blame off of me and onto someone else, like any good politician would. And I'm going to say hashtag blame Michelle. Right, I'm just going to pop that through there. There we are. And just to give it a little bit of dimension, I thought the interference inks were the colour shifting. Colour shifting may have been what I had. The interference, I believe these ones, so it will look blue on white card and it will look purple on black card. So it kind of shows you on there. So it's red on white card and then it looks green on black card, because it shows you on the lid as to what it does with what colour card you put it onto, I believe. I think I'm right. I'm sure Michelle will correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm about 80% sure I'm right. I'm not sure. But I do want to give it a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to put... There we go. We don't need loads and loads, do we? And there we go. So there we have. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue actually on the back of these foam pads so I can line them off properly. I don't want it to go out of alignment and look all skewy iffy and horrible, so get off. And there we go. And just because I can, I should really have done it before I glued it down, but and I'm just using a tiny little bit of gilding wax. And because I've been a bit of a div on how I'm using it, I went a bit heavy-handed with it, so it's not going to look as perfect as I would have liked it to have looked, but I can make it work. I'm just going to clean my finger. What am I trying to say? I don't know. What am I trying to say? I don't know a lot of what I'm trying to say. I do apologise, Michelle. I hope I haven't upset anybody. It's not my intention to and there we go. So just to give it that little, I did just want to go around the outer edge with it, but unfortunately I've got a big conky finger. And that is a lovely little Christmas tag. So what I could do is actually go down to the shop and, well, I could actually make a nice little box, get a mug, pop that in there, and if I really wanted to, I could also give all of the stuff that would make up the hot chocolate. And yeah, and it's kind of cute and adorable because we've got a lovely little snowman behind it. We've got, yeah, it's quite cute. I like it. There we go. So that was our Hunkydory Christmas tag. So I'm just going to do a quick clean down from that. A quick clean down and tidy, because I've got quite a few bits floating about. So I'm just going to pop them off to the side, ready for when I'm done. I can put things away a bit quicker. Pop that there, put that back there. If I do the quick tidy now, I haven't got to do the quick tidy later. Right. Pop those bits over there. And that's, again, just showing off our lovely tag. When you said I'll correct you if you're wrong. Oh, no. I actually did want you to correct me if I was wrong about the inks, because I wasn't 100% sure. And I know you know a lot more about them than I do. I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean anything by it. I do apologise. I did actually want you to correct me if I was wrong. Right. So now we're going to play with the Lisa Horton stuff. So we've got these lovely bits. We also have this alphabet embossing folder. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? And I'm just going to have a quick drink. And I might have a flick through the magazine and see if we can remake one of their ideas. How's that? I would like to do something that involves an inky stampy mess, because I like an inky stampy mess. Oh. Oh, I don't have any of those. I'm not sure what I want to do now. I'm having a look. I'm being terrible. I'm glad you're messing with me. I like it when I'm messed with. It keeps me on my toes. I'm not sure what to make. I've never been one that's really good for coming up with ideas, because a lot of... See, these flowers aren't really going to work with the inks that I've got. But that's okay. I'm going to take the papers out of the centre of here anyway, so... Because if I want to use them, I then can. The age-old trick of using a pokey tool to push up and I believe this is the last magazine that Lisa's doing, because she did say that apparently she didn't ask to be put down for any magazines for the rest of the year, so I believe this is the last one for a while anyway. I'm not sure if it's the last one ever. Right, let's just make sure I lift from the papers out, because I don't want to ruin the magazine. And then push that back down. You guys probably don't need a lesson on how to open and shut a staple in the middle of a magazine, I'm sure, but unfortunately you are getting it. And there we go. I've taken the papers out. Inky stampy. Yeah, I want to be an inky stampy mess. I don't want to just be a plain tidy, not mess, because I like mess. I am a mess. Everything is a mess. Let's see, what have we got here? I don't really have a lot of stuff that I can go to that I can make to go with some of these things, but I want to try. I do want to try. Right, okay. You know what? I am thinking will that die cut actually fit over that printable? Oh no, that's far too small. And that's not the right shape. Ah, fiddle faddle. We don't really want me fussy cutting now, do we? What papers are actually in here? Because I do like the textures. But it's the same papers though, isn't it? Repeated. Yeah, of course it is. Right. Maybe not use that. Well, we're probably not going to use that. I definitely want to use that, that, and that. Right. Okay. I need a circle easel card. Or a hexagon card. What pattern do I have stored on my... I'm going to see what patterns I've got stored. Just one memento. Pattern, come on. Save data on Meshwan. Right, I need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. Oh, here's one I prepared earlier. There we are. I'm going to cut my card blank from my scan and cut machine, so this will give me a circle as soon as I've cut it. This will give me a circle thingy. Yeah, one of those. So, Miss Kazmataz, we are going to be making a circle easel card with these lovely Lisa Horton goodies and the Lisa Horton inks, which I'm quite excited to be playing with. I can't lie. We're going to make a textury mess. Right, so that is our circle easel card cut. I just need to make sure I don't rip it because it's only 216 GSM card. And this is a brand new sheet. Where did that... Oh no. Of course it did. Right. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Because nothing can just go where I would like it to go. It has to cause a kerfuffle for me. Right. So that is away. We have our card, and you know what, I'm not going to be using the embossing folder for this one, but I will be using the stamps and the stencil. Why can I not say stencil? My poor little brain is apparently overwhelmed. So So I'm just going to put in the score lines. So I do need to be at 3 to give that the halfway score point, because that was a 6-inch circle. And there we go. So that will give us our lovely easel card, and that is the top circle for our easel card. So now, ooh, what am I going to do? I'm thinking I could use, where are you, you naughty little sausages? I know what I do have is some nested torn edge circle dies. So I would like to actually use those. What is the biggest size in that? Oh, the next size in from there. Fabulous! Amazing, amazing. Right, let's bring in some of these papers, I think, methinks. Right, okay. So I'm thinking we could... I'm not sure if I can get 2 circles out of that piece, though. It would be good if I could. But then would I want that? No. We're not using the papers. It's fine. Right, I need to get some cardstock on this. So if I get down another sheet of that 12 by 12, what I can do is just be a bit naughty with my cutting on this one. So what I'll do is literally cut up and then I'll fold that over. It doesn't have to be perfect because I just want the 2 circles that will cut out of it. There we go. And we'll run that through the die cutting machine. Then we're going to get some inky mess going on. I can't wait to make an inky mess. Does the flower die line up with the flowers on the second page of the papers? It doesn't, unfortunately, Pam. I did try that and it doesn't, which is a bit of a shame really, because it would be nice if it did. Right, I'm just going to pop those bits over there. And it's time to make an inky mess. Right, hopefully that cut right the way through. Which it did. There's something to be said about nesting dies, I'll tell you. They're brilliant. So those were my Hunkydory stitched edge, not stitched edge. They were torn edge nesting dies. Very good. And you know what I'm going to do for this one is, oh, I can't wait. Pop that back on there. I've got to get this mess out of the way. There's so much mess floating around, it's so silly. Right, let's put that down there. And I'm going to leave that, no I'm not. You know what I'm going to do, don't you? I'm going to go around the outer edge of this with some gold. With some gold ink. Maybe not using that one. That one's drier, so. I'm just going to sure that that edge is fairly well gone round, because it is of a stitch, it's not stitched edge, Gareth, it is of a torn edge nature, so I just want to make sure that everything's going to be covering up. Wow, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Don't worry about having missed it, Pam. It is not a problem. I don't mind saying things for the benefit of people. It is not a problem. And I'm just going to do the same on the bottom as well, because we are going to have a stitched torn edge, not a stitched edge. We're going to have a torn edge bottom on it as well. And this is just like crafting on the fly. I'm not so sure why I'm doing it. Normally I like having a plan. But then very much like, you know, most things, I make a plan and then it never goes to plan, and I get there and all hell breaks loose. So at this point I've kind of given up on making plans. So this is the solid gold, and we are going to have a torn edge bottom on that one, and we're going to have a torn edge top on there too. I think it's just gorgeous, and I mean, I've only just put a little bit of ink down on paper, well, on card. Right, now my next evil plan. Which one of these colours is going to go well with? You know what? I'm going to do some blending, I think. These are the matte blending inks. Brilliant. Right, okay. Now where did I put that pack of... Ah, they're right there. Excellent. I'm just going to use fresh ones because I don't want to keep changing it out anymore. So I'm going to use the green. And I know what I should have done was spritzed the card before I started working on it, because that helps with laying down the colour. I don't like my desk sometimes. Right, that one goes with that one now, and I'm going to kind of blend the inks so that they go in the fashion of the sky. Give that a little spritz. You know what I think I might need actually is a bit of glycerin. I'm going to try a tiny bit of glycerin and see how that works. Wow, it doesn't take a lot to pull a lot of ink out of there, does it? Yeah, it just needed a little bit of glycerin to help it along the way. That's absolutely perfect, actually. That is pretty much what I was looking for. Right, so that's going to be for the top one. And we're going to have that nice big... Oh, these ones are quite a bit of a bleeder, aren't they, to try and peel off. Right, okay. I'm pretty sure I can make that fit. Yeah, even if that has to come off a little bit from the stalky bit. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That will work. Right, now for the bottom part. Right, we're going to do something I love. Clear texture paste. We're going to... I'm thinking. I need to use a darker colour on the top if I was going to do that though. Let's bring in the stencil first. I think. What colour is that? So that's the green, isn't it? Good. How's that gonna... That's a lighter green though, isn't it? That's not gonna work. But I do want to have that going across there like so. I'm gonna use a little bit of my tapes to hold it down, and a bit of tape to actually hold that down on each side, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So I will have to use the lighter colour first, which is okay. And I did just feel that... I'll just use another one. I'm not running around trying to fight things. This is beautiful. Sorry, I've been running errands whilst listening. Oh, that's no problem, Alicia. I'm just happy that you're here. I'm glad that everyone's here, actually. It has been a little while since I've been able to do a proper live. I think once I get some more colours of these, it's going to be really good. It's going to be great, actually. So, without moving this, once I've laid down enough colour, he says, because I want to make sure that they are nice and brightly coloured, because what I'm going to do after is going to be really, really naughty, and it's going to be cool. And I might just change my mind as to what I'm doing with it after that. Right, so I've laid down the ink through that. Now this is clear texture paste, but it looks white when you lay it down, because obviously it needs to look... You need to be able to tell where you've put it. So I'm just going to get a big smush in. I'm going to run it through as best as I can, and then once this, I think you probably figure out where I'm going to go with this. That was actually quite a lot that I put down. But I do want it to look good. There will be a little bit of waste, unfortunately, but that is the nature of using such things. But then also I will have saved a fair bit of it as well once I've scraped everything up. Right. So what should happen once I peel that away, the other way I could have actually made that happen as well is if I'd actually mix some of the ink on my desk and then put the texture paste on it. the texture paste in it and then made the texture paste into the coloured texture paste instead of doing it the way that I just did it. So if I just make sure that I put some spritzy spray on that, that should help when it comes to cleaning up in a bit. I just need to grab a cloth. There we are. And we'll just peel that up and out of the way. Pop that on there. I could have saved that, but I don't really want to. Where did you get the clear paste? This is new to me. Wow! Miss Kazmataz, you were with me when I picked up that paste. It is from Pink Ink Designs, and I bought it at the craft expo that we went to. It was, I can't remember where it was, but that is where I got it from. So I just need to get my heat tool and encourage it to dry. It won't be a minute. Right, that's helped gently encourage it to dry, but I'll leave it to finish drying. And I've just changed my mind actually. That is going to go onto the bottom of our easel card. And that is going to go onto the top of our easel card once I've finished off what I need to do for it. So what I'm going to quickly do is give it that faux bleaching, just a little bit, because I don't want it to look perfect as such. So we'll do a little bit of faux bleaching on it, and I'm going to stick that down onto the bottom of the card. And there we go, just lining that up to the front there. So I think that looks quite good. And then what I need is a piece of card to stamp that onto. Now I'm thinking I might need to use watercolour. Do I want to use watercolour, or what did I want to use to colour? No, I can use my alcohol markers, that's not a problem. I just need to make sure I use the correct ink for it. So, because I don't have the outline die for that, I will need that. I will need to move that. That's dye and pigment interference, those three need to go there, that needs to go there. Sorted, tidy, out of the way. Over there, I need my stamp wheel. Bringing in the stamp wheel. And I'm just going to cut that, line that up with that. Not to worry that it's not perfect, guys, because I will be. I'm using my clear embossing ink to prime it with. And that takes up all the muck. I'm just going to stamp that down. I'm going to come back in with my pigment ink because that should be good enough to allow me to colour in with my alcohol markers. I'm just going to go over it again. Because I do want that lovely crisp finish, which it is. Fabulous. Then all I need to do is just quickly... Where's my spritzer gone? Clean that up and put that off to the side. Excellent. Right, I'm going to pop that back away. That will do. And we're going to colour that in with some of our pens. So I'm thinking I might use magenta. So I'm just going to go over each petal in the lightest colour to start off with. I do apologise if I go into a colouring coma. Sometimes that does happen. But I promise I'll try not to. I thought this was the ink that was meant to not smudge when you used it for alcohol inks. Oh well. And this is just the start of it, guys, so don't think that this is just going to be the whole thing, because it's not. I am going to be going back over it with the mid-tones and the darker tones to make the colours pop, which I am actually literally about to do. So we want from the dark centre, and I'm just going to come down the sides with the darker colour first. And I'm only going to do that on the outer There we are, and then I'm going to blend out with the mid-tone. Oh, Bellatini Art and Colouring, welcome on in. How are you doing? It's nice to have you here. Welcome on in, Ben. Thank you. Thank you for being here, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome on in. Well, to everyone. It's so lovely to have new people here as well, so thank you. I am just doing a little bit of colouring in of a stamp at the moment. You caught me halfway through making a card. There we are, just blending those out. I am still learning at doing this, guys, so I do apologise if it isn't the best colour shading in the world. You are meant to actually have a piece of scrap underneath whilst you're doing it, so... I'm just trying to get these colours to blend out. And then I will go back over them with the lightest colour again. And that should help with blending them all together. Again, I do apologise about the colouring coma. And there we go. We have that, but not to worry where I've gone outside the lines. I will be fussy cutting it down. So I think actually I might just do the same with the other flower as well. We don't want it to be too dissimilar, do we? So right, so I'm just going to go in with the darkest colour at the centre. And just bring that out a little bit. And bring that out with the mid blend. And there we go. I just now need my green. I'm not sure where I've put it. Oh, we'll use that one. That one should be fine. Sometimes my blending's good, sometimes my blending is a bit off. So hopefully it's not too bad today. And I'm just going to colour that in. And this one wasn't actually planned. I decided to kind of make this on the fly, so... Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, it's so lovely to have everybody here, to be genuinely honest with you. You know, we are a lovely bunch. Sometimes I'm a bit more hyperactive than others. Today I'm not feeling very hyperactive because it's been a bit of a long week. But sometimes, if you catch me on a good day, on a really good day, the stream is quite an exciting place to be. And I'm just going to highlight a little bit down the middle there with darkest. And I'm going to then bring out to the middle colour, the mid blend, and just there we go. And then I'm going to bring that all together with the light blend. There we are. I think that looks quite nice. I'm just going to go over that. Now here comes the dangerous part for me, is the fussiest cutting us. So I was actually going to run it through the scan and cut, and then I thought a bit better of it. So what I am going to do just first is chop off the larger squarer bits that I can get away with just chopping at, and then I'm going to and also when I do this, my tongue seems to go on a little mission of its own. So I do apologise. Apparently I have comas for all sorts of things, including fussy cutting, but just take that pointed edge off of there. There we go. There we are, and I'll just go in and kind of make a few bits a bit better. that part so I can get back in there. Spin around there. Pop that bit off. Anyone would almost think I'm proficient at fussy cutting. There we go, pop that bit out. Or at least I thought I was going to be popping that bit out, thank you very much. There we are, I'll take a little bit more off of that. And just neaten that little bit off there. There we are. Just a little bit there. Off. And you know what, I think that just needs a little levelling out there, and I'm happy with that. We love it when Gaz is naughty, or of course also we're all very well behaved. Oh, it looks like it's nice to be around nice people. I'm loving it. It's nice it is a nice relaxing Sunday, isn't it? And do you know what I'm so tempted to do as well is like go over this with the gold metallics. I think I'm going to. I'm going to give it a bit of a gold sheen for the old background, which also takes away the starkness of that white. And hopefully helps cover up a multitude of my sins. That will do quite nicely. Wow, I think that actually looks really good. Wowzers trousers. Who knew I could do such a thing? I didn't. Right, I'm just going to get rid of that scrap bits into the bin, because we don't want scrap bits floating about. And hopefully now that should be dry enough for me to do what I want to do on top of it. Ta ha 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 ha. I am a naughty boy. Right, so I'm bringing in the festive fur. And where have I put those ink blending pads? Right, I need one of those. So we saw earlier on that I used the normal green pink ink, and I went over it with my clear texture paste. It is still drying a little bit, but it's dry enough, I think, for me to be going over the top of it with this. So I'm literally going to you know what, I'm going to just pop sugar plums. I'm going to put some of it down on my mat, and I'm going to use the smidgiest little bit of glycerin to help get a bit more coverage out of it. And you know what? I think I'm going to want that to come into the blue. I have decided this. Right, let's put that back in there. Put that on there. Bring in the blue. Put that on there because that's not the blue. That ink goes a very, very long way, I will say. So if I put down a splodge of that. Ink blending foam for that one. The world's tiniest little speck of glycerin. Pick it up and let's go to town. Clean that up, and then hopefully going over this and taking off the excess ink should give us there we are. Try and get that to focus, silly thing. I think that's a really nice kind of effect that it gives for that. And that is what we're going to put on the top part of our card. And you know what? I actually feel like I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape to raise that up. We all know I love a bit of foam tape. So next week as well, I know because I'm still talking about this week. I'm still recording this week. I'm starting to talk about next week already. I should have some more of my things arrive that I've ordered, and we should be doing a couple of fun things, which might mean that I may very well be streaming on Friday and Saturday night, depending on when the stuff arrives, because I have ordered some new crafty bits. And the first thing that I have to do when I get new crafty bits is, I think it's proven by this evening, is I have to share them all with you. I have to share them all with you guys. I can't not. Apparently I have a problem. And you know what? I think I am going to actually put that on. I'm going to put that up on some foam as well. So if we do that, and then I cut a bit and cut it in half, I shall leave a bit to go behind there, 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 and there. Excellent. I didn't know. Have fun, darling, but I'll catch you your finished card later. Love you. Oh, love you, Melissa. Thank you so much for being here, my darling. You have a wonderful evening. I'm very almost done, so as soon as we put this together, and we're going to print out, we're going to cut, we're going to stamp, and we're going to stamp out a nice little sentiment and pop it on. And there we are. And what I'll do is I'll apply the glue to this side of the card. And then we'll line up our circle with that. There we are, so there's that. Then all we need is a nice little flopper stopper. So if we pick I think we're going to use that one. So what I need is a piece that is, let's line that up. So 1/4 inch each side. So 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. So 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. Pull out our lovely stampy wheel again. Pop that in the middle there. We're going to prime it with our little clear embossing ink. Pop that down and go back in with our quick dry. And we're going to do that one more time because I want it to look a little bit crisper than that. We don't want it to look bad. There we are. So that should be that. Quickly. Pop that back over there. Those inks away, and then I'm going to freehand cut it to make it a little better. Yeah, get rid of those little off-cut bits, and I will use I forgot to take that one off, that would be why it wasn't attaching. Flip that over. A smidgy little bit of foam tape on the back. Line that up just there, and there we have it. We have a lovely little thank you for helping me grow card, which was completely unplanned and impromptu. So on this evening's live we've managed to make 2 lovely little things, which I'm really glad for. So what I actually planned to be doing this evening was making tags with Hunkydory cardstock and a lovely little set of stamps I have for making hot chocolates and stuff. So we made one of those, and then we pulled out all of the freebies from the Lisa. Pull my brain back together. We've pulled out the freebies from the Lisa Horton Crafts magazine and the lovely inks that I just bought, which I'm totally amazed with, by the way. I don't know if you did miss it, make sure you rewind and have a good butcher's. Again, this was a bit impromptu and unplanned, so there may be a better version of this card appearing on my social medias. So you can find me everywhere at Handcrafted by Gaz. Of course, you can find me live here on YouTube. I do a live at least once a week, usually over the weekend, anywhere between Friday and Sunday. I look forward to seeing you again. If you do like what you see and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Remember to leave a like and comment and all that kind of things. That helps get me out to other people on YouTube. I will say thank you so much to everyone for being here. You're all fantastic. Without you guys, there is no me. I love every single one of you. I've got inks to go and buy. So I will see you all on the next one. Have a wonderful day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.